The disgrace of this case on Toronto Community House's part is that their want to set an example means that this whole house will be vacant. And the two children, one youth, and a mother will have no home they can occupy. So we invite Toronto, those who are in search of social justice and housing for all, to come out and occupy Toronto Community Housing. We're at 129 Glendower Circuit at Birchmount and Finch. Yes, it is time for the people to occupy housing, not the emptiness. Take a look at it. This woman here, you want her to unoccupy her home. This child, you want him to unoccupy his home. Malachi, Andre, Christita, and Duran, a boy who made a mistake coming out of jail, they will have nowhere to live. Please, walk here, up this, please. And what are the allegations? Now, here is the allegations that Andre Hardware, after a dispute with some people, got into an argument and came back to this house and took a rock and threw the rock through that window. The window shattered and it harmed a child. Is that possible? You be the judge. Is it possible for Andre Hardware to have thrown a rock? It is not. They did not say in that window or that window. The allegations is that window. Now we see that it could not have gone through that window. So we come across, and let's say where Andre Hardware, now there's a large amount of rocks that is in this yard. So was Andre Hardware in the backyard when he threw the rock? He could have thrown the rock from here, or over here, or over here. But there's no way Andre Hardware could have thrown a rock from here that went through that window. And even if he did, Andre Hardware would have been caught on camera. There's more rocks. More rocks. Piss bubbles. This is the environment. Take a look inside this shed. Maggots growing through it. Take a look inside there, these freezers. Whoo! Do you open that? Smell. Oh! Was he here when he threw the rock? If he did, then he could not, this thing was blocking the gate, so he could not have ran out. When we came, I had to shove across this air conditioner. So Hardware would have to have jumped over this fence, come over here, through this rock, and take off back, and either way, Andre Hardware would have been caught on camera. Toronto Community Housing must produce that tape that shows clearly that Andre Hardware more than likely committed that act, and without that, there's no grounds to assume that there's a greater possibility that Andre had committed that crime. Now, there's the broken glass. We have to check to see if all these windows are glass on the outside. And as you notice, the screen window is gone. The odds are more than likely that in this case, the incident happened out there, and due to the dispute with Hardware and knowing Hardware's reputation of anger, you figure this would be a perfect opportunity to cover up for something that someone else is responsible in the arming of this child. You gotta smell that shed. I don't know if there's dead bodies in there or what. This guy was a campaign worker for all different political parties. Take a look at this. So this is the allegations, but these allegations was not a part of the initial application or the divisional court appeal of Mrs. Plunkett's case for relief. This was added evidence because of this new allegation. But you cannot say Andre Hardware committed that act without a clear evidence. Produce the tape, Community Housing, and then you can be just in evicting this family. No, you're still not just in evicting the family. You'd be just in evicting Andre Hardware. But you cannot evict this family because of an allegation against an individual who has a right to be deemed innocent until a proof of guilt. And the tape will not lie. Unless Community Housing have all these cameras, but they got no tapes in them. That question we will now find out.